Hi guys, welcome to Dice Trick Tutorial. Today we're going to talk about the new Figma to Webflow plugin. It's a step-by-step guide to follow easily, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Let's dive right in. Now, this plugin is something you're going to need when you want to transfer your Figma files into a Webflow. So, what you're going to do first to be able to access this plugin is to open a design. You could have your own existing design or a new design. For us, let's go and create a new design. Let's go and create a new design file, and over here, this is our new design. After that, what you're going to do is you're going to click on this section over here, this resources. You're simply going to click this, and you're going to click on your plugins. Then after that, what you're going to search for is simply Figma to Webflow. And there you go. You're going to see this first option over here. You're going to know that this is the correct plugin because when you click it, you will see that it is created by Webflow Labs. This will ensure you that this is the correct plugin so that you won't make any mistakes and install a different plugin. After installing this, you simply click on Run, and you will be able to see this pop-up over here, which is a plugin of Webflow that you could use to interact both Figma and Webflow together. Now, before you start with your design, you're going to have to go to Webflow first, because if you already have a pre-existing website over here, it might overlap the design, so you have to be careful with that. So, if you're going to transfer a design from Figma, you're going to have to first create a new site in Webflow. You're going to click on New Site. You don't need to create any designs for this Webflow design. You're simply going to select a new site over here, a blank site, because the website of Figma, or rather the Figma website, will overwrite the design that you will create on the Webflow website over here. So we're first going to allow Webflow to create us a blank website, and we're going to continue with Figma over here. We're going to give it some time. And there we go, almost finished. It's now settling down, and there we go. We have a bare blank website in our Webflow page over here. Now, after doing this, all you need to do is to go back to the home page or the dashboard of Webflow, and so that we can check and ensure that the website is created. And there we go. We have this section over here, a starter website, which has no design whatsoever. Now, after that, we're going to go to Figma over here. Now, right now, we don't have any design, but you could choose any of your designs, but you're going to have to be careful because the design that it will allow you to transfer has to have an auto layout frame to be able to copy it from Figma to Webflow. So for example, let's go home to my files over here, and I have created this design over here. Now when I open this is not going to be an auto layout. It's just going to be in a normal frame. As you can see here, this is a normal frame. So when I add an auto layout, it's going to mess up the different components. As you can see here, it's going to change the different sections. And when I try to move the different components, it's going to move, but it's going to affect every layout or every element that is connected to one another. So what you can do is to create your website when it's already on an auto layout, so that you can ensure that you're trying to have the output that you want to have without having to worry about the different things. So for example, we'll settle with this one. I'm going to delete the different elements that we don't need. There we go. Let's say this is the only design that we need and we would like to have. And we can see that when I move the different elements around, it's going to move the other elements as well because they are all connected to one another. So let's move this. Let's see. Go and try to move this underneath this. There you go. Let's also move this underneath this one if we can. It's a bit difficult, but let's settle that for now. And after you fix your website, after you settle down with the layout of your design, if you're satisfied with your design, you can simply open the plugin once again in the plugins over here. Run over here, click on run, and you can see the plugin once again. And let's wait for this to open. And there we go. You're simply going to select your frame again. This is now a frame that has an auto layout. And now as you can see, we see a different option over here. We're now going to select a Webflow site that we're going to overlap. So when you click on this non-selected over here, you could see our options, Jasper's free tutorials and exceptional site, which is the same options as our workspace account over here. So we're simply going to select our exceptional site because this is the one that we created just now, and simply click on copy to Webflow. And there will be a process. As you can see, it's preparing its assets, it's going to do some process, and you're going to have to wait for a bit, but it will transfer your design and anything that it can transfer into Webflow over here. As you can see like a comment or like a description of what's happening, so you could see the progress as well. You can also use this plugin to build components or to build a website that is specifically going to be available and functional within Webflow. As you can see here on our layouts, we have the navigation, hero, forms, themes, logos, gallery, features, pricing, testimonials, and footer. Basically, you could use the different elements over here to create a design in Figma and like add the different designs, the different image, anything that you could customize. And when you transfer it to Webflow, it will be very compatible because you use different elements or different layouts that are compiled together that will work together well with Webflow over here. But for now, we're not going to be converting our current design to Webflow right now. So we're going to create a new one. So we're going to click on exit that, and we're going to go back to files, and we're going to create a new design. So we're going to click on new design over here, new design file, and we're simply going to create our frame. Let's go select our frame over here, add on the layout, there we go. And you're simply going to open your plugin once again. Click on Figma to Webflow, click on run, and this time we're going to use the different elements that is available right now in this section. As you can see, like the logo left, simply going to click that and it will activate and add it to our design over here. As you can see, we now have a header, just like that, and we can simply adjust our logo over here. Let's adjust it if we can. Put it to the side. There we go. And you can add more things, the different elements over here, like hero heading to the left. Here we go. We have our heading in this section on the left side. It's not going to fit entirely, so we could adjust that. It's too big, I think, so let's make it smaller to adjust our frame over here. Make sure that it is inside our frame. There we go. And you could build your desktop or your website or whatever you're trying to build by using the different layouts over here. It's also very helpful so that you can easily create a design right away by utilizing this and then simply editing the different components to add some designs into it and use your creativity with the different elements over here. But after that, you simply do what we did earlier. Select the layout over here. Make sure you have your auto layout on and select the Webflow site that you would like to transfer it to. Then click on copy to Webflow and you will be able to copy it into our Webflow. And there we go. It's copied to clipboard, and simply open this one, Control V it, and you will be able to paste the element or the different design that you have created in Figma directly to Webflow by simply pasting it like a text. Because this is the information that you saw earlier. It said copy to clipboard. That means that the design that you have is currently pasted in your clipboard, and then you could paste it to Webflow whenever you want. And you can simply do whatever you want in Figma. Add as much design as you can. Make it creative. Even add some prototypes if you want. And then you can transfer it to Webflow through the method that we have just done earlier. And there we go. That is how you will be able to use Figma to Webflow by transferring the different designs that you created in Figma. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.